Alright, hey, what's up everybody? This is Gasically Stamus from the Rounding Off Infinity Gaming channel on YouTube and the E2KG Network podcasting channel on YouTube. I think we are corrected now. I don't know what the issue is, but for some reason, every other time that I start the stream with the GoXLR mixer, Streamlabs always brings in the audio all staticky and broken, and I have to like disconnect the mixer and reconnect it. And apparently, I have to close Streamlabs OBS and restart it as well, so I can't do it in real time on stream. So that is unfortunate. Not sure what the issue is going on with that. I need to quickly check key bindings because I switched up my configuration from the last time I was playing this on PC on a different PC. Should only be a couple seconds here.
Did you get taller? Or am I getting shorter? Has changed so much. I'm glad Guardians are back in it.
So most of these are slight variations because when I use my mini gaming keyboards, mechanical gaming keyboards, some of the keys are slightly different.
This tower certainly smells different.
Think we should be good to go. These are the two main keys that are always a problem. Now, this is my first night out playing with my hunter. We can go ahead and send the tweet out now.
Checking now. Check.
So I need to clear some room for a submachine gun.
How nice to see. Did you get
It's actually one of my better keyboard configurations. I really need to play WASD more instead of always playing on the numeric keypad like I normally do. So this is this character's first night out, so it kind of doesn't matter what weapons I put into storage because they've all been reset to 750.
They are well encrypted.
Yes.
So I can claim that.
Transfer. Good luck.
Don't think I have anything to do here, but it's always worth a double check. I don't know why I'm getting such a performance hit when I decrypt engrams like that.
Shopping at Everburst.
Hello, dear. What a nice surprise.
Check in with the gunsmith really quick.
Thanks.
Turn this stuff in. And I really didn't check in on setting this character up at all. There's 2 ships.
They are well encrypted.
So I think what I'll go do is I'll go see Holiday first and get one more ship before I spend a lot of time configuring and setting things up. So I have already pulled up my Hunter and played a couple nights with that character. Ditto for my Titan. This is my first night out with the Warlock since the transition to Steam.
And here we go.
Kind of feel
Ooh, jealous. Treat her right, she'll treat you right. Custom job, in-house.
we'll also pick up the Warmind campaign. Okay, now we can head back up topside. If I can find topside. A lot of this is kind of a warm up, knock the dust and rust off live stream tonight. I've really only missed one night this week. I just missed Tuesday night. But I missed the first night of the new November schedule and a night after I had reset a lot of equipment and switched over to a different production rig, so probably a few more kinks to work out. And what I need to do right now is sort out my gear before we get adventuring. Got a fusion rifle. Rough way to start the night off. Let's make sure these things are skinned up and kitted out. That one did have a shader. This one does not accommodate a shader. That one was set. Going brownsies tonight. Nice, kind of like that. Oh, these are the boots. I was hoping they would get a little lighter to go along a little bit better along with the tunic. Okay. Not really that impressive. So I guess we will start by flying this extra special in here. Got no transmat effects. It's his finishing move. Emoted up. Alright, I think that's basically everything. Riding the horse. I'm about to ride right off the edge, fool. Okay, that's enough of that. Alright, let's get out of here. It's interesting, it doesn't give you a return to orbit option. I'm not sure why. That's right, I gotta get used to looking for this stuff in the quests. Assistance on Mars. Alright. So here we go.
Life is a delicate thing, Guardian. Hope, faith,
So one of the things I've done is I've just kind of given up on
in an instant they're gone.
any notion of going back and playing through any of the legacy content in an orderly manner.
Is lost.
And I've just resolved I'm just going to go with, you know, however it's presented in game here.
That you should have done more.
Just because they've moved everything around and haven't made it obvious on how to get back to legacy content which I hadn't played yet, so I'll just play it as it goes.
What then? The traveler is awake, and the age of legends is upon us. In the shadow of the light, our universe is a beautiful, terrible place. Where I once saw miracles, now I see monsters. Someone has to. we have to. That's what a Guardian does.
So despite the shaky start, it seems like everything is rocking and rolling now. Just wish it would do that at the beginning each night.
Guardians aren't supposed to investigate their past. That's the rule. But I'm not good with rules. Not when there's this much at stake. The Clovis Bray tech in that building allowed us to colonize the system during the Golden Age. They sought to create peace for all humanity. Which is ironic, because they also built Rasputin, the single most powerful weapon in the solar system. Either way, it's all been entombed on Mars since the collapse. Along with something far more terrifying.
So DBqHams, my co-host on the Enough to Keep Going Weekly Games podcast, is checking to see if he's going to jump in. I think he was unsure because it is often the case that when I'm live streaming, I'm not always configured and set up to concurrently get into live game chat. But now that we've got a Discord server set up, I think I can get in fairly easily. But regardless, I am configured with a headset, which is not always the case, like I said, when I'm streaming on a single player night. So we'll see if he's going to join in. I guess he was asking me at the beginning of the live stream, and I missed it. So I don't know if he's already moved on and done something else. No, I guess he just asked like 5 minutes ago. I didn't realize that. Or no, wait, looking at the wrong thing. I realize now I don't know where the heck he contacted me. About 10 minutes ago, so might not be outside the window.
Mars, the first place where humanity encountered the traveler. Home to the
So I guess I'm planning on trying to get back on a regular schedule this week. I have been having some discussions with some organizations about joining them.
heard throughout the system, perhaps beyond.
And so that's been a little bit, throw my schedule a little bit off kilter this week. So depending on how those things go will determine whether or not I get back on a regular schedule. I'm just not certain right now.
The Red War is over, but Gaul's forces, what remains of them, have been scavenging during their retreat. And now that warsats are falling out of orbit near Mars, the Cabal are headed there too. I'll plot a landing course.
So I changed this workstation setup this week. I'd had my big MM350 lay-down placemat over on the other side of this workbench with the gaming laptop. So I moved it to put it over here with the primary gaming desktop.
So look, whoever this is...
That's cute. You've got one of the uptight ghosts.
Uptight?
I'm uploading coordinates to the main plan. Please hurry.
Alright, but you're going to owe us for this one.
I wouldn't have called you down here unless it was absolutely critical. The most dangerous weapon in this system is on this planet. And an entire army of Hive is trying to destroy it. I need your help.
This should be interesting.
the surface of Mars, Guardian. What's your status? Are you safe?
For now,
I didn't realize she was a guardian.
safe between us and the Clovis Spray facility, which is where we need to be.
What's so important there?
Orsats, like the one that
What?
almost hit you on approach, have been dropping out of the sky since I got here. Which usually means only one thing.
Rasputin? The greatest weapon of the Golden Age you were talking about. But that's impossible.
Nothing is
Come on.
impossible where Rasputin is concerned. Meet me at the facility.
Warsat. So it's actually really been suffering this week is any notion of my off-stream gaming. Which I was just starting to get back on track. I picked up Disco Elysium last week. Oh. It's interesting. I didn't realize that, zoom was set to toggle instead of hold. Am I out of ammo? Great. Gotta love that warlock jump. Oh. So take me a minute to get used to that scope toggle rather than hold.
As far as I know, they don't exist anywhere but here.
And I'm using my Corsair Mark II Strafe RGB. Oh, toasty. Came out and just got rocked by a fusion cannon. Straight microwaved. Straight up. Both of them down. Want that knight first. Engram. Where'd he go? Oh, he's right below you. Sneaky monkey. Blast it. I didn't mean to arm that. Oh. What? Ah. I thought I saw an engram drop up here. Oh. Get you the feats. Suck it, monkey tuckers. I didn't even plan that. Where'd they all go? Ooh, wasn't a very good jump. Where is he? Oh, is that DBQ? That must be DBQ. Catching up. Oh, there he is. Alright, let me, oh. This is one of these things where we are going to have to, get our stuff together. Let's see. Joining now. Can you join the E2KG voice channel in Discord? Okay, so hopefully I can do this with A, not revealing any personal data, and B, not losing all my audio. So let's see here. Oh, wait. My microphone's wired up into the Go XLR, so I'm actually wired into the streaming PC Discord. As is all the voice chat. It's a good thing I remembered that. Okay, E2KG. Mic check. Mic check. Input device is the chat mic. Output device is the chat. I think that'll be fine. I think if I go into general, I think the problem is that I don't have mic check. Mic check. Right? I'm in the E2KG general. So let me just see if I can get a DBQ switched in here. And oh, no. I mean, I guess a direct call would have worked too. So I wonder, can I send him like a ping or an invite or something? Create an invite. Where you at, DBQ? I'm trying to send him to that thing. Mic check, mic check. Yeah, that's working. Nab it. What is going on here? Maybe I'll do it his way. Hey, DBQ, are you there?
Yep, I think so. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for letting me drop on your stream.
Oh no, no problem at all. Let me just verify that I got your voice chat coming out in the live stream. Can you give me some talking dialogue for a second?
Sure. It's it looks like you're running the Mars missions, beginning of Forsaken, not Forsaken, but Warmind story. Sounds like you got me.
Yeah. Well, I'm actually playing the Warmind campaign.
Yeah. Nice.
Yep. Yeah, I kind of gave up. I was saying earlier that I gave up on any notion of trying to proceed back through legacy elements of the campaign in any kind of orderly fashion. So,
I think it might be time to call in help from the Vanguard.
Yeah, that makes sense. Just to jump in and... Although this is still legacy, but a little...
Yeah, but I didn't... But I got to it by, like, not deliberately trying to get to it.
Ah.
That was what I was losing a lot of time saying, well, this character was at blah, blah, blah point, so let me go find, you know, where to pick that up. That's the part I backed off on. So this is my first night running the Warlock, after having... Because I've run the Titan and the... respawning restricted already. I've run the Titan and the Hunter already.
Hunter through?
Yeah, since...
through the whole campaign, or just to...
I'm just saying, I've just played them, you know, a couple nights since the switch to Steam. I'm going for this guy who's sniping over here. Adherent. He's down. Whoa, grenade!
So when you launch it as content, it doesn't keep track of anywhere that you were before Moonlight then?
Right.
It basically starts you fresh with campaign mode.
Yeah, it just drops you onto the... It just drops you in the Lost City, or Last City, or whatever. With no, you know, regard for where you might have been before.
Sure. Basically, it's just a... It's assuming that either you're stopped caring and you're just going to go along with the new stuff,
right,
or you haven't started it, and so it doesn't matter where it puts you.
Right. So, like, tonight, given my love for ships, my Warlock only had 2, so I went to Holiday. Oh! Nice.
Pick up some other ships.
So I went to pick up some other ships, and of course, you know, she has the 3 original campaigns, so I just picked, like, the Warmind one. Even though I think, technically, I don't know that this Warlock ever finished the, Red War. But I think I was right. This one was probably like right at endgame and maybe just hadn't fought Gaul yet. Hey, what's up, TJ? What's your build?
Hey, you made
my cutscene shows me with my Festival of the Lost mask.
Well, there were a lot of them.
Oh, nice. Yeah, TJ. Yeah. So this is my Warlock. So I've got on all the platforms on Xbox, PS4, and PC. I have one of each class, and so this is just my first night running the Warlock.
I made a point to go back and
after it switched from BattleNet to
wrap
PC.
up story missions on my 2 furthest characters, but I had that Titan who had only done, I don't know, I think it was on, it made it to Nessus, I think, in the Red War campaign.
Okay.
And,
so what we can actually do, if you want, because I so rarely get a chance to play with people, is we can run strikes if you want to.
it's your stream, we can do anything. We could run strikes, we could do Haunted Forest, we could do keep the story going too.
Let's just keep the story going. If I can figure out where to go next. Legacy Warmind, use the fabled braid tech to escape, investigate, search for traces of the pilgrimage. So where do we need to go? It's right back down on Mars. Did I pop us that orbit? Or, I don't know.
I think the story did.
Huh, that's weird.
That it wrapped up one part of the story mission.
Send us back to orbit just to go back down to the planet. That's fine, though.
Yeah, that seems like it should have popped us to the... Well, I guess it...
Nope. That's where we came in.
Yeah.
It's not really giving me a direction to go in. Oh, there it goes.
You two clear a path while I try to find a way into Clovis.
That's so weird.
We've encountered Warminds before, but Ikora said Rasputin was trapped on
What's weird? That it's not giving you a direction?
Well, it is now, but I mean, it literally dropped us in the exact same hallway we were in.
Yeah, it was like the cutscene, and then rather than bring us back...
Right.
Rasputin left behind after the collapse.
Ooh,
But his core
missed my
mind-
jump. Ah, Warlock.
Yeah, oh, the floaty jump. I can't remember if it was always that way, or if that was a new... Not the Warlock jump, but the way it spawned us all the way back out.
Yeah.
And,
I want to say it didn't do that to Scion snipers.
yeah, I don't remember it doing that either. I remember kind of... This whole campaign really seemed to flow nicely.
Right. Is this another one where you weren't able to use your speeder bike the whole time?
I think you eventually unlock it.
I mean, I have it. I mean,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's
No,
not.
I mean-
There's no place I can summon it.
Yeah, I think once you talk to Anna, once we get up over here and talk to Anna, then I think it might... Because I can remember cruising around on the
Dogs.
environment with it.
Ooh. Oh. Nice tracking grenade.
Yeah, those are helpful.
Ingram. Centurion up high. Oh, nice.
Little Thunder Lord. Granted, I'm a little over leveled for this, so.
just happened? Thanks for the follow there. W. Carter. W. Carter.
I gotta go clear stuff out.
Yeah. Oh, there she goes.
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm really here. I can't believe it. Clovis spray. I'm home. The main access is encrypted.
So Carter, thanks very much for the follow. XD Carter is fine. Okay, very cool. Are you from Jordy Lox's stream? Or Jomo Senpai's Discord? Or Savvy Samurai's Discord? I have to get confused with all the different communities. Thanks so much for swinging by there. I appreciate you.
This was actually a pretty good piece of story in the way that Vicarious Visions kind of laid it out and staggered it, where after you finish the story missions, there's still other stuff outside in the world that you end up unlocking and
we're in business.
building more lore around.
Yeah. Okay, so you're from Raven's Discord. Okay, very cool. Well, welcome aboard. Thanks so much for swinging by to hang out for a little bit. Are you a Destiny 2 player, or do you, are there other games that are more in your wheelhouse?
Pink ensemble in the Fossey White Post.
So there is.
The heck was that?
This facility is massive.
The Brays dream big. I don't know much about my family, but I know that.
W. Carter says, or XD Carter says, thanks man, I enjoy watching it. Just work too much away from home to really play. Gotcha. So you on the road a lot?
I'm picking up a lot of hive activity. They're swarming the core.
On it. Let me try to access the security systems.
So at some point in time, they patched this and changed. Like when this first came out, there were a bunch of little, like almost sundial symbols around that were different colors, and you'd have to hit them with different, shoot them with the appropriate color weapons, like arc, void, solar. And they were part of unlocking some kind of side quest piece or hidden mystery. It wasn't anything big, but it was a piece of kind of world building, and now they're no longer in the, like I can remember a couple places where they used to be, and they're not there anymore. So I don't remember when they, I don't remember reading about them being deleted, but at some point they were, maybe after Forsaken came out, but they were no longer relevant, and they were patched.
What's the status on the security systems?
I'm working on it. Hang in there.
But I'm noticing that now going back into this space with you.
So Carter says 6 to 13 days straight at a time normally. Wow. And I'm very sorry to hear that. Is it one of those jobs where though you work like that, but then you get like a good chunk of downtime that you can you know, manage your personal stuff in? Like I know Savvy Samurai, who's also in Raven's Discord, she, I think she does 4 12s a week, but then she gets like, I think she gets like 3 days off.
It's the Valkyrie. Rasputin's weapon.
Yeah, I think I struggled. I think I was on the struggle bus through this the first time.
Yeah, you can get pretty well swarmed if you're solo. Just by the sheer quantity.
Maybe this wasn't it. There's some mission, I think, in Warmind where there's something that comes out that has some, like, super powerful proton beam or something.
Mm.
Oh, okay. No, alright. This is advantage you. Advantage us. It's like Mjolnir.
Yep, very much. It's got a nice, satisfying, like, metal sheathing sound when you throw it.
I see they have you, this is basically the same kind of, I mean, I've played this before, but this is, I realize now this is the same kind of mission structure as you have when you were, regaining, where you were at the shards of the Traveler.
Yep, you had your light, and you had, like, souped up
Little recharge points, basically.
yeah, yeah, you can just keep going in and out between.
Yeah. I don't want to throw it every time. Oh, you need to hit the melee.
Sometimes I forget you can do melee with it. It's so effectively thrown.
Oh, knight. You got the finishing move! Oh, that's nasty. Did I miss my grenade?
Way to finish him off, though.
Yeah. So Carter says, LOL, I wish usually one day off too if I'm lucky. Ouch. It's gotta be painful. Is that just something you do because you enjoy it, or are there like really good money or benefits or whatever? Zavala.
Hello, Guardian.
Oh, shanks.
What did you do you have any idea how dangerous
Busted.
this is?
What were you trying to do to Rasputin?
This was a fun piece of storytelling.
Anastasia, not yours. You do not belong here.
I beg your pardon?
You belong to the city.
Guardian politics are so interesting.
By your brothers and sisters when Gaul came for us, you were here, doing what you always do, what you were never supposed to do.
I did what I believed to be right. I came here to protect
You did get a
humanity.
little taste of that too with Forsaken, like
Isn't
after
that
going
what
back
Guardians are
after
supposed to do?
Yeah.
Aldrin and avenging Cade and
This is a war of many
Ikora and
fronts.
Zavala siding
And there's
differently.
more than one way to fight
Right.
in Zavala. Look, you tried to shield the entire world, but you can't. There's got to be a better way.
And you think Rasputin is the answer?
I also don't know what class she is. Is she a warlock?
See, and I'm looking at it, and she's gotta be a hunter, because that's cloak.
Right.
I mean,
That
that's
might be true.
because I thought she was a. I don't remember what she was, but looking at that, she's a hunter.
Okay.
We never bothered to ask him what he wanted.
I don't have time to go.
Which also means that potential. I mean, right there's
I haven't-
lore-wise, there's an open
You don't understand the
hunter
connection
spot
I share with Rasputin.
Oh yeah,
within the-
on the
Let me
Vanguard.
show you.
on the Vanguard, yeah. And there's always been not always, since Aldrin came back to life, there's been the question of if he would end up being a Vanguard,
Yeah.
just for the twist of it, but
Rasputin was
Anna
not
Bray
able
certainly
to weaken our
seems like another possibility.
Yeah. Well, and it's interesting, we were talking on the podcast how I have, part of the fiction of this that plays in my head when I'm not in Destiny 2 is, that my 3 characters on PC or whatever are like a fire team. And so I've always envisioned that there's this difference in, personalities amongst the classes. We were talking about, I can see, 3 Titans sitting in a bar, making fun of, the Warlocks, right? Because they're, fancy pants, casting spells and stuff, where Titans are, the big, burly kind of home improvement guys,
Yeah.
And,
Braun and Vulcan.
yeah, and she mentions that thing of, Zavala wants to shield the world, and that's, a very Titan thing, and then, of course, the whole thing about he tried to hold the shield when Gaul came, and it, fell.
Oh, I didn't catch that the first time. Yeah, that's right.
Whereas, Cade and the Hunters, they believe in kind of, hunting down their prey, and I mean, they're aggressive just like the Titans are, but but more cunning. Yeah, I'm not sure where we're supposed. I'm not getting an indicator.
Oh no, we're just back dumped into the.
Oh, you know what it is?
world.
We're probably supposed to
Go talk to Anna.
I'm seeing if my bet is we're supposed to go off world now.
Oh yeah, I wonder.
Legacy Warmind. Oh no, you're right. Speak to Anna Bray.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I think this is the first time we go into the she's a storefront animation.
Yep. Yeah, she's set up shop now.
Yeah. Oh, that's a public event. Oh, there she is. Warmind crypto linguist.
I've been digging through Rasputin's data repository, and I found a blank spot in his artificial cortex. It's not like it was erased. His brain is structured to work like ours. It was more like it was suppressed. Now, some may think mere mortals shouldn't be poking around at suppressed Warmind memories. But there is nothing mere or mortal about you. That's a compliment, by the way, in case it sounds weird. We're gonna solve this puzzle together.
Nope. Nope. That is not
All yours. Stay sharp.
new quest activity available. Let's open the director and see what we can see. Legacy code, Glacial Drotella's base, and investigate the blank spot in Rasputin's system memory. Waypoints up. I believe it will be right outside the store. Actually, give me a second. I'm gonna sort and change some weapons.
Sure.
And powers. No new armor, unfortunately.
So what level are your other two characters at, or what power level?
High 700s, I think.
Okay.
Maybe 8s. One of them, the Titan, I just went out and started doing stuff, and then I think the Hunter, who was my main from before. We just roll into a public event. There was one that was going to pop up here.
Escalation protocol. There's a public event. Well, maybe it is. There was a flag up, but this looks like escalation protocol.
Okay, well, I got the Valkyrie.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So this was the new mode that was added.
I don't know that I've ever seen so many. Oh, the Valkyrie ran out. Oh, nice. Pick up Relic.
Yeah, it becomes the you get the sword.
Sword.
So it was a good place to farm material and get when it first came out. to get higher end weapons.
These are all yellows.
And at this point, it's kind of been outclassed. I mean, the rewards are not really useful, so it ends up being
just an XP pump.
It's an XP pump, or if you have other quests where you're trying to kill a certain type of enemy. But yeah, they can still take some hits on you.
Super! Oh! I think I had one of those derpy supers that was a one-shot.
Oh, are you that'd be the Nova Bomb?
I'm not sure. I don't know what I had on. Oh no! Sneak attack, ambushed.
Tougher than the last wave, right? Apparently that's the idea.
We completed a triumph, at any rate.
Now that they're immune to his Siberian entropy protocol, Rescape's trying to straight up exterminate the hive.
The Monster Tamer said, "Hey, what's up, Dave? How you doing, man? Thank you very much for swinging through the live stream and hanging out for a couple minutes. How you been?
That's cool.
How's the job search going?"
Weird Warmind pillar, swarm of angry hive. Looks like fun. Let's mix it up.
So I speeder biked off to the quest point.
Okay, I will join you.
Data recovery of the legacy code.
I've deciphered it. It's a set of coordinates. Head over there and check it out.
So OG Monster Tamer says, still interviewing out of state. Very cool. Was offered something in Lower Oregon, but won a great job for me. Okay, I got you. Holding out. Alright. Oh, you just jumped off your back. Oh, wizard.
There's nothing here, Anna. Wait, I'm detecting a unique energy signature.
That can't be a coincidence. Follow it and see where it leads.
Go.
Did you activate?
Nah, not yet. Getting it now.
Anna, we found the source of the reading. My sensors tell me it's a Devalin core. Let me see if I can pull data from it. There's a reference to IQs, a serial number. It's giving off a faint signal. Transmitting now.
The serial number links up with the chest that's marked as missing in the database. Search the
So
facility.
OG Monster Tamer says, yeah, I want to get to Texas. I've applied in Pennsylvania, Georgia, and Tennessee, but Tennessee jobs weren't great either. Yeah, one streamer that I know who lives in Tennessee has mentioned that wages there are not very favorable. Salaries. Clear the area. So do you know? So you started off a character with what is it? Is it called Last Light or First Light?
New Light.
New Light. So when they just start you off, do you get any glimmer to start?
That's a good question. Because
it just occurred to me that you could have all these new players jumping in, and yes, they're power level 750, but they don't have any.
What'd you walk into?
I just rode right off the cliff.
Oh yeah, yep. I've done that before.
There's a gap there as you come out of the cave, and I was
But
going
you
too
can't
fast.
really see it when you're on your bike.
Right,
Yep.
right.
I have done that multiple times. Yep. Because it almost looks like you should be able to just keep going straight.
Right. Yep.
Oh yeah, because this level is part of a strike, so
Okay.
yes, I have done that exact same thing on a strike.
Warlock bond.
I don't know if you get a jump start of Glimmer. I mean, I think by the nature of playing it, you end up Glimmer drops like crazy.
Yeah.
At a low level.
But then it drops like crazy. But these players are coming in like not knowing. So because I just saw a guy. Of course, I assume he's 750 at least. But he was like running around the planet. I'm like, does this guy not have like a speeder bike? And I was like, well, it's perfectly feasible that he might not, right?
That's a good question. If you're coming in at new light, do you... Right? Because before you had to unlock you had to finish the campaign.
Trader says, oh yeah, for the state jobs especially. Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, I would assume with new light you start off, then you have access to that stuff right away.
I would think so too. Yeah.
Because you can access strikes right away, right? Whereas in the original game you couldn't access strikes until.
I think unlike the Destiny 1, I think you could do a lot more strikes right away.
I'm not sure. I don't think so. I mean, I remember. I mean, because I had characters who just recently completed the Red War campaign right before the transfer, and it seems like it's near end game. You know, when you first get access back to the city.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Zavala opens up the strikes for you.
Mm-hmm. Right. You don't get the strike playlist.
Yeah. Find Anna's components. Well, I hope it works out good for you, Dave.
I haven't gone back to.
I know you've been
other than doing the intro campaign,
searching for just the right thing.
And kind of the first parts of.
Jerk.
You know, just getting back to the tower where everything is kind of as it is for the rest of the players. I didn't do anything more with New Light to see, even just to look at my inventory. I'll have to do that and look and see, because that's a good question. How do they onboard you to pick up a speeder? Do you get that in a drop if you're a New Light player? Or do they encourage you to go to Anna? Because Anna not Anna, but
Anna, we've retrieved your...
Oh, what's her name? Can't think of it. The ship.
Right, you've been searching for a while to find just the right thing.
But right, because that's where you pulled this.
As your job going, they ever get a new sysadmin? So no, those guys. No, so they haven't hired a new sysadmin, and it's just kind of the same. So the guys I sent you, that's not actually where I work. They're the people who are the prime on the contract I'm on. We're actually subbed to them. Which, that's its own interesting dynamic. I've actually, am waiting to finalize a couple interviews of my own that should be lining up here in the next week or two. I hate those guys.
We have it, Anna.
Yeah, they do a pretty good job of
They have
taking you down.
They have what I call the Shap rifle because it makes that horrible sound. Shap, shap, shap.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That just seems to fire like it has like no recharge and unlimited ammo.
And it can really just
This algorithm
hammer
is
you.
not
Yeah.
my Omni key. It can unlock anything in Rasputin's database. But that's not all. Load the data
So you want to says, okay, dang, it's such a good experience, so you can move to a job more easily. Yeah, I mean, there's a downside to that. I mean, when you move too frequently, people look at you as a job jumper, which I have probably moved too frequently in my career. Some of that hasn't inherently been my fault. Some of those were, you know, I was on a contract and the contract lost funding.
and Rasputin is recombining them in the core.
But yeah, since I left my first job after the military, I've probably bounced around more frequently than I would normally recommend for a career engineer. But then there's something to be said about being, you know, having the skill sets and, you know, an experience to be highly mobile and to not have to sit. So there's that. I don't know which is better. I derped the jump.
Here's the yellow bar. Almost missed out on a purple engram up here. Ooh.
The cut and run. Let's see. So you can move around. Screw those people who label us job jumpers. Yeah, and that veteran preference is useful too. In probation jobs, some of them give you bonus points. Right.
Anything quite like this before.
I used to actually like not claim it, but yeah, I stopped doing that. It says new quest activity available.
Are we done at this? Yeah, now it shows back up on the map.
We have no waypoint. But maybe it's in the director.
I think so. Yeah, it is. If you look on the map, there's a
return to Rasputin with the mysterious engram. So we just add the waypoint.
Or just fast travel back to Anna.
Can we?
I think so.
We can get near. Yeah. So OG Monster Team says, yeah, let's see. I think it's good for vet purposes, especially for people who have been in it for a long time. Some people will get it after like a year or two. That's silly, right? Yeah, it's totally opportune. I mean, it's opportunistic in terms of like some of it is based on time, but if you happen to have been in when a campaign service medal was awarded, right, which is actually the case with me. I mean, I was in for longer than 2 years, but I have 2 campaign service medals, and so that's what qualifies me for status as a protected veteran, or veteran with protected status. And like I said, I used to not claim it, but now I'm like, well, I mean, I guess for me, as the jobs, as I got more senior in the jobs, you know, I was going for became much more selective. I was like, well, I kind of got to a point where I'm like, okay, I've got to, claim everything that I can. What is that?
I'm gonna run and I'll be right back.
Okay, man. And then OG Monster Tamer says, yeah, you definitely deserve it. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I do not know where the heck this thing is, or what I'm supposed to do. Upload Anna's Omni key. It says I'm on the spot. Am I missing it somewhere? Oh yeah, here we go. Terminal. Ooh, what the heck was that? Cabal. Dropping hot. He's trying to get the DB. Second company dropping in. Oh, Centurion. Ah. Got 1 round left. My one Hail Mary rocket shot worked there.
Nice.
They were dropping it, and I was like, don't let my shot on the Centurion get fouled by some, like, run-of-the-mill garden variety Cabal.
Right, some of those steps in front of it.
Right.
I do miss the tracking rockets from Destiny 1. That always gave you a little more margin of error.
And I do like those finishing moves.
The Omni key has been uploaded.
When
I didn't watch. What does your Warlock one do?
It's just a big force push.
Oh, fun.
It's just he just jumps up a little bit and does it.
Yep. Yeah, it's kind of like I've got a kick one that does the same kind of thing.
Right. I thought when I first saw them in the Shadow Keep drop or whatever, I was like, yeah, that's really gimmicky. It's like a little Matrix kind of thing, or like a little what Mortal Kombat has fatalities or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yep, a little finishing move.
Yeah, they've grown on me though.
Yeah, they are fun, and sometimes they're really effective. Like when you're in the middle of a battle and you're trying to close the gap, because the distance to trigger it is pretty sometimes significant.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you get health from it when you pull it off?
There are mods eventually.
Okay.
That could either cost health or armor. I mean, that can
an acolyte.
Take stuff away or add stuff to it. Yeah.
You got a lot of acolytes and a knight.
Is this where we're going? No, this isn't.
Nah, this is just a bunch of hash and trash outside the war room. Kind of like they do outside the church of the EDZ.
Mm-hmm.
There's a loot crate in here, though.
Yes.
If you see where I am right now.
Sorry, cleaning up trash.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I see it.
All right. Oh,
Did you get this one right here too?
Yeah. Yeah. So there's actually 2 loot crates over here. This is so weird. And some of these loot crates like pop stuff out, so it's like there's extra stuff that you don't necessarily. Oh, there's like a 3rd loot crate.
Yeah, that's the one I thought you were talking about.
No, there's one here. There's one right behind you. Did you not? Did this one not?
Yeah,
pop
I got
through?
that one.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
And then there's one. Yeah, inside that room.
Inside the door there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Loot, loot, loot. So on another note,
I don't think I have noticed about
watching
the
Walking
finishing
Dead
moves.
again, which is funny
I was
because I
running
haven't
some
seen the
strikes last
Negan arc
night,
season 9.
and
Yeah, I fell off the Negan arc,
enough
but
of
again,
it,
it's a thing I want to get back to as well.
But I was taking damage doing a finishing move, and so I tried to use it as kind of a crutch. Like when I was low on health, I could do a finishing move, and I thought you were in invincible frames, but you were not invincible during it.
I did not know that. It's good to know. Yeah, like I fell off of all those shows, like the CW shows and all that stuff. I do like. It's like I eventually want to get back to watch them. And in some cases, it has always been a little better and easier to like watch that stuff when you can just binge it. So I'm actually going back and watching Arrow season 1 right now.
Where are we going? We gotta go in and get to Rasputin then, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, what was that?
Public event out in the general area. Did you have a big flashing light?
No, it's like they chucked a grenade at me or something. Just caught me off guard. Dog. 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 I was about to switch to my rocket launcher, but probably not good to have a rocket launcher.
Such close quarters.
Yeah.
Splash damage might get you. Yeah, there was one of those little icons over in this area here, which is no longer there.
Where did this firewall come from?
Safety. Cabal are encroaching on Rasputin. The Cabal have severed the lines to the security terminals. I'm sending you physical copies of the Omni Key.
Nice. Boss battle. Ooh. I like my little super here. It's like I can like fly.
What super do you have? Oh, you have the Arc Strider one?
Yeah.
You got the Emperor Palpatine.
Yeah. Pretty awesome.
I'm gonna grab that now, start clearing out.
Taking up the middle, coach. Oh.
Clearing a path for you. Did you get bumped out?
Now we can talk to Rasputin and see what's in here.
Wait, we've got something approaching.
Oh boy. Thrasher. Oh, cue ominous music. Oh. Oh, dead. He's got the shakes.
Thrasher's back.
Valkyrie!
Time to take out the Thrasher with the Valkyrie.
Oh, I did. Down she goes.
Nice. I was gonna make a comment about you missing it the first time, but then you blew it up, so I decided I wouldn't say anything.
Well, I've been so used to playing games without actual ballistics. Where you fire around and it just goes forever. Got 2 more Thrashers coming in.
You get another Valkyrie up and spawned yet? Nope.
I'm not sure
Oh,
yet.
yeah, one over here. I see it.
No, 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 no. Come on. Took
Yeah,
one
yeah,
down with
you
a
got
rocket
the
launcher.
Hey, doggy. Oh, over here. Right side. Your turn for the Valkyrie.
Oh no! Flippin'. Down she goes. I really need to pick up this energy.
There's the main terminal. Upload the Omni key and we'll be able to open up that anywhere.
Ah, I can get it.
It's...
Wait, wait! Don't tell me. I want to see it firsthand.
Ooh. Masterwork. Weapon.
Let's see. Anna is waiting for you in Braytech Futurescape. That's weird. Why?
Yeah, teleport all the way back. Yeah, she's just back at her.
Yeah, but I have another quest marker on Earth.
Hmm. Related to this campaign?
Should be. It's the only one that I'm tracking right now. Could be an anomaly.
Well, if it's a blue quest, then that's connected to the campaign.
I'm not certain if it's blue. It's the green tracking marker. I didn't dive into it to see if there's an actual blue quest flag on the planet.
Yeah. Wonder if it could also be related to something that you picked up along the way from the quest.
I taught him his first words, and then he made his own. That is an answer. And that is a gift. Thank you. These blueprints you recovered are something special.
Yeah, this was definitely
Sister Elsie and I worked on this
a nice high point
I don't
from...
want to work on things alone anymore. If it
Actually, I thought it was probably the high point of
So, I was wondering if you'd maybe
the first year of Destiny content. Like, the Red War was... It was a fun story, but this is kind of the first time that they lean back into all the mysteries and kind of minutia of things.
Yeah, because there are breadcrumbs of this in Destiny 1, so it's kind of like the first, like, really, really long-term payoff.
Oh yeah, right. The whole piece where Anna Bray's sister is the mysterious stranger.
Yep. Yeah.
From... Yep. Yeah.
All right, man. Well, I think that's going to do it for me for tonight.
Sounds good. Well, thanks for letting me tag along.
Hey, thanks so much, man, for joining up. Always nice when somebody squads up to make some progress.
Glad to tag along.
All right, man.
Have a good one.
All right, man. I'll catch up with you later.
So good.
So I'm going to bounce out of the call with DB. All right, well, for everyone else, thanks so much for joining in on the live stream. I appreciate you. OG Monster Tamer, thanks so much for swinging through. XD Carter, thanks so much for swinging through. Mr. Light Knight, a.k.a. TJ, thanks so much for swinging through. I appreciate all you guys stopping by for a night of Destiny 2. Like I said, the job thing is making my schedule during the week a little bit wonky. I intend to be back on schedule probably tomorrow. If I have an interview the next day, though, that may kind of push it off the rails. The other thing is I'm not exactly certain what I'm going to do for content tomorrow night. The plan would be for me to play Destiny 2, but I am, like as I mentioned, I'm behind getting started playing Disco Elysium, which is not something that I probably want to stream. But I do need to get through that game as part of the podcast and us prepping for end of the year coverage. So I may wind up sacrificing stream time tomorrow night to get through that. I'm also supposed to pick up a new game tomorrow, which right now, if they release a patch in time, might be Red Dead Redemption 2. It might be Call of Duty Modern Warfare, so I'm not sure. So that could impact exactly what the content is tomorrow night. So the job interview could impact whether I stream or not. New video game day could impact what I stream if I do stream. So stay tuned with me on Twitter. And I'll certainly post exactly what's going to go down there. OG Monster Tamer, you are a friend, brother, and gentleman. Says later, man. Thank you very much. Hope to see you out there sometime, either in your stream or you swinging through here. So, for me, that's going to do it. Once again, my name has been Agasically Samus from the Rounding Off Infinity Gaming channel on YouTube and the E2KG Network podcasting channel on YouTube. Thanks so much for swinging through. Until next time, happy hunting. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe out there. Play the games that you like and stream the games that you love. That's going to do it for me. Good night, good luck, and good gaming. I am out. Bye.